Welcome back, everyone. This is Key of W with more Islands of Insight. So, last episode, I wanted to come here to the Archipelago of Curiosities, and then I just got distracted and spent the whole episode wandering around doing random puzzles. So in today's episode, we're going to go to the Archipelago of Curiosities, just after we do these other puzzles. I'm just kidding. I'm going to go just do it now. Once again, I do not intend to... Well, I would love to solve every puzzle, but I do not come in here expecting to get 100% of the puzzles solved. There are still quite a few of them. And I don't want to spend more than, say, an hour in here, because I just have other things to do. Putting off a lot of important business for this. That's how important you all are to me, is that I will gladly put off the tedious job that I have to do today in order to play video games. Now that is a view of the maze, probably from over here somewhere. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's going to be from over one of these islands. Right? Like, we're looking at through a pillar. Is it? No, it's gotta... I've got to see it, like, this side of it. There we go. So we've got this maze I haven't solved yet. It's got plenty of puzzles in it, but for now, let's just solve the maze with diagonal walls. It's amazing that it took this long to get us diagonal walls in a maze. 5-star puzzle that I'm not touching with a 10-foot pole today. I don't know, maybe I will. It depends. I just don't want to get stuck doing... What the... other puzzles while I'm just trying to solve my way out of this one. It's very difficult for me to see where I can go. Oh dear, am I not trapped? Am I? I can't go this way. Oh, no, that's dead. So it is through here. But then there's no other way? Oh, no, there is. I'm zigzagging through. It just was hard to tell that's what was happening. I can't get to there, but I could get here. This one is really trippy. Also, I apparently have a view to a matchbox somewhere in here. To that, I can somehow get that one? You know what? Might as well give it a try. There we go. I'm trapped. Okay, maybe around this way. If you are watching this and wondering what on earth I'm doing, join the club. What am I doing? No, I'm not coming down here to do the 5-star puzzle. I'm coming down here to find a way out. That's a 3-star puzzle. Doesn't scare me, but I don't want to do it right now. I want to find my way out. Thank you. This should take me to here. Which is take... Oh, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Alright. There's another maze? What? What's happening here? There's like another layer to this? Hold on, we've got... Are these all on the outside? What's going on here? How do I find my way into the other part of the maze? It isn't just this. Was there a way in from the top, maybe? I missed? Oh, I'm inside it now. Oh, no. Oh no. Uh, this is different. I think I'm gonna have to get this all the way around. It's actually this is really cool. Actually, it's I'm gonna need another way. I feel like this just gets me back where I started, but I could be wrong. It's really difficult to see where I am allowed to go because of this. Can I come in through... Can't come in through this edge. Can't come in through that edge either. Can't come in through this. I'm trying to imagine what it would look like if I am in the center. What would it to get there? If I'm in the center, like there's a piece here, which means I'm not coming in from the right or the bottom. I'm coming in from the top or the left. That's what I think that means, but there could be a roundabout way to get there as far as I know. Yeah, this is confusing, and these can't move, so those are set. Yeah, I'm not coming in from this side though, because that piece all but guarantees. This is stuck there. This is stuck. What's the direction I can go in? I don't see one. This is how I get back up here. If I could find a way down through, like, here. It's getting somewhere with this, I think. Oh, there it is. Huh, that was an interesting one. It also means that my time for this maze is going to be pretty atrocious. There's another one here. Oh dear, there's not a lot of motion. Wait, if both of these have to be moved at the same time... Like, I can move this down, but then when it comes to moving this out of the way... This ain't going nowhere. So is there a way to get this? It's gonna move that way. And go down. That doesn't help me. That doesn't help me. It's this side over here that's really the trouble. If I take this down, oh, now this is all in the way. I need this, but now I need this to be able to fit down there. This might get me somewhere. Over this way, because now... Yeah. Now I just need to get all these out of the way, and we've won. That's a strange puzzle. And that solves that side of the maze. That's how it's done. Now, how much do I want to go looking for these freaking wandering orbs? That's the question. I think I can find it from this one pretty easily, because it's just... it doesn't have a time limit. So that... we're going to do a little charge jump, come from the top end of things. Oop. Actually, that seems to be halfway through the maze. That might not actually work out to my advantage. Excuse me. So we want to go through here. Is this where we get... yeah, we got to get a nice long angle. And then find the way through all of this back and forth. Which was ziggy, ziggy, zaggy, zaggy. And then we get up there. With here? No, how do I get over there? This is the bitrate destroyer. Okay, that's done. Now the only way out of the maze is to continue until I get out of the maze, unless I want to warp, which I don't want to do, because it's just a lot of time wasted. It's sort of making sense what's happening here. Okay, this gets me out of the maze. There is definitely a sky drop happening. Hold on, let's finish that off. From over here. Or from, oh, sorry, from up there. Nope, it was down here. There. So now there's glide rings here? I see how it's going to be here. It's going to be nice, slow and steady wins the race, and I lost the race. Hold on. Slow and steady loses the race. It's hard to tell where the frickin' floor is, and I lost again. Oh. I got another wandering echo? Okay. Did I do it? Is that good enough for glide rings? That might be, since it just went away. So then, what's with the flow orbs? Those are all inside. 7 flow orbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, what? 5. How do I get down from here? 6, 7. And that's also good enough for me. Gold star. Okay, we got another one of these. Okay, let's get that out of the way. That'll move. This can move. This allows that. I'm not sure how helpful that is. This will free this piece up a little bit. Kind of. Goodbye. So how am I going to arrange these so they're out of the way here? That's still in the way. Let me just move these for a second. This needs to be down there. This needs to go through the center. This needs to go through the center. And now... There. That one's actually a lot easier than I thought it'd be. I kind of like these ones with the sort of separated pieces. Let's see what we got over here for a bit. We'll come back to that maze in a second, I guess. I just haven't checked out this area. Okay, so... There's a way to do this. Like, if I go through here, then I have to come through this area. So it would be like this. Down, around. Here. Okay, I got this one. So we're gonna go like this. We're gonna take one of those pieces. And we're gonna take one on either side here. And now it's all straight shot. I feel like the trick of that one is knowing you can do the sort of retrace your steps thing there, which most people might not think about. Are you kidding me? Okay, that's going to be one of the statues. Let's find maybe one of these. Yeah, it's this one. And here we've got a shot of the island I'm standing on, I think. Through the window of something else. Through maybe down here? Not really. Gotta see it through like a roof of some kind. Oh, I see less of this, so it's actually from an angle more this direction? But then it would be like under here. Oh, it is. Boy, I can't wait to do those shy auras, said nobody. This might be from up here. No? Maybe from down there. That might be a better angle. I already did that one, so goodbye. I'm just looking at the non-logic grids for now. Wait, if this is a... How about this one's probably that? Okay, that one's another guy. How about this? I've got a freaking sky drop in the way of that one. Now this one. Is this just a movement guy? Okay. Oh, hey, another sightseer. that is looking at this area from all the way over here. Looks like it's more angled this way, which is going to be through here. Nice. There's this shot there. Okay, so this one, the little one that's blocked by the skydrop, has to go into there. That has to go down. That's the only thing that can happen. Now, if this goes down, it's over. So it has to go over like this. Who's going through this little bit here? The little one's got to come down. The little one's not going to come up through here. So if the little one came around like this... No, it has to, because if this one goes through the middle, then it blocks that off. So if this one comes through... it's going to come through, which means this piece has to land there. Which you can do like this. Now, I think it's going to go like so. I think this... how do I get that? I think this is going to be solved now. Yeah, I think this is solved. That one's tricky. You got to see a lot of moves ahead on that piece. Okay, there's another shy aura. There's another shy aura somewhere around here, annoying me. Let's find him. I'm hearing an archway. Ah! Now, where's the shy aura? I got that one already. Where is he? I'm hearing him. Ooh. Nice one. Okay, so I think I've got most of the non-logic grid puzzles out of the way. Why don't we start taking care of some of those? Okay, no T-junction, so all snakes, exactly one symbol per dark and per light area. This is going to make sure that is how it happens. They're all going to be straight lines. So this, or that. Is there anything I can infer from this? Boy, oh boy. This 3 can't go that way. This 4 could go, but then that would be... If this 4 is black... What's that do? This is possible. Well, if this 4 is white... I'm not sure where I get from this. One of these two is going to create an issue. But, like, that's always perfectly fine. So is that. Well, the 14's not going to get to the 3. This is a white 3. Well, then the 14 is kind of stuck. Let's see what happens with this. I think this is going to be a dark one, but if it's light, we know this is going to happen. We know the 14, it could go through here. This would be a problem. So, it has to go through here. And not here. Hold on, let's just even go back before this. So if we have this as the dark cell, this would have to connect to the 14, which means we're going to have trouble here. I just think this is not going to be dark. Because this could be... this would make this dark so that we could go... Oh, hold on a second. If we do make this here, then what does this connect to? So yeah, this is going to be like so. Whoops. So I think we have that settled. That's possible, but probably more likely that. Oh no, this can't be like this at all. So this is going to have to go like around it. This could be, but then what's this connected to? Yeah, probably not. I think this is what we have to do. Pretty sure this is what we have to do. Now what do we do over here? Anything could happen here. Now, oh, hold on, that can't happen there, so that is going to be a dark cell. Let's go through. What do I infer at this point? We have... I can't do this. This has to escape. Now this could escape all the way to the 14, or it could just simply be this 5. But if this were the 5, I think we'd have to do this. We might actually have it. That might just be it. That's an interesting one. Do I want to try a 5-star puzzle today? I don't know if I want to do that. Like, I'll get close to 250 puzzles, but the thing about 5-star puzzles, fun as they are, it becomes the entire video because they just take so long to solve. So I'm going to go for the lower star puzzles and see if I can do more of them and take care of 5-star some other day. So connect all dark cells and do not make the snake pattern. Okay. Well, this is one of the dead ends. Uh-huh. Well, if this comes up through here... Well, before we even do that, how am I going to get out of here? Because if I have a dead end, if I have a white cell here, we have 2 dead ends, and we already have that. So that's a dark cell. But now, those have to be like so. Now, if this, we have 2 dead ends there, so we actually do have this preset. That's come out. Either way is fine. Now this makes a dead end, which is like, how do I get it? How do I get this through? No. If I put this here as a dead end, then I have to do this, and now this has to connect. Now how does this get out? So that is a dark cell. This, no matter what, that's what we do here. So this has to come through. Like so. There we go. Not bad at all. Another 2-star. No white T's, but we connect all dark cells. And supposedly I can get this from here. Well, I can't do something like this, so what's the most I can do with the 12? Well, even if I fill it in like so, this isn't even 12 spaces, it has to go here. So the 12 will go there. Connecting all dark cells means it has to come through this way, but it could also do this. Well, this 12 is somehow going to go like so. So the dark cells aren't going to connect through here. So this is a bad idea. That's a dark cell. One of these two is a dark cell, which means this one is. No, it could also be like this. It's not going to come through here. The 4 has to come out. Actually, this is the only way the 4 is going to make sense. This has to happen because we can't have any snake, or we have to have a snake pattern. But I can put T-junctions in the dark cells all I want. One of those two. That's that. So either it comes through this way or it comes through that way. Either way, that's how that works. Which means that has to be a dark cell. That's settled. That's legal as far as I'm concerned. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think if 7 were to go through here, we'd have nothing we could do. We have 7, 8, 9. This would be a 10th. So 11 has to come out this way, which means the 7 is going to go down here. That has to be a light cell because you have to connect all the dark ones, which means these have to be dark cells, and so does that. 3 and 7 is 10, 11th, 12th goes there. Dark cells connect. That is what this looks like, and we're good. Not too bad at all. Was there anything else out here, or was it just the one through the window? Hey, there's another glide rings I missed. Start here, go back through. Oh, is this going to be a long route? It's going to be a long route. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Ooh, I made it. Ah, not bad. 219 out of 250 puzzles solved. Only been here about half an hour, that's fine. Let's see what other puzzles there are I have missed. I believe I've skipped every single pattern grid so far. I've also not done these. Are you kidding? Okay, what? Is that rubble here somewhere? This? No, it's got grass on it, so it's in the corner somewhere. Whoa! Frame rate drop. Maybe it's by one of these. Maybe it's here. That was odd. I also have not done any of this, so let's see. I have to hit all of these with this guy, so it's going to come through here at the end. It's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And it's going to come from there as well. So it has to be that spot here. So this is the only way through. Now, if it's going to be this spot, it's going to be this one, then that one, and then a 2 spot there. Which could be 2 spots here. So it'll be like this. Not too bad. How about this one? Okay. So that's the end piece, so I have to fill this one in, and this. These all have to be filled in. I can't make any dead ends. I can't make any dead ends here, so we are forced to go through here. Can't make dead ends, means I'm forced to do it this way. It seems like I have a lot of forced moves because of the potential for dead ends. Yeah, I have to take these. Every single path is forced at every step. You don't have to look ahead at all. You just have to look at it. If I move and create a dead end, it's game over. So now this has to come out. So the question is, where am I going to end? I'm going to end here. So I could come in through here, which means I want to hit this this part first. Take care of this. So far, so good. I don't want to make dead ends in here. So how do I avoid doing that? Uh-oh. I have 2 dead ends. Hold on. Have to come through here at some point. So this in fact does have to be done at the beginning. Yeah, so this is forced. But I can't do this because now I have dead ends. What if I come through here first? No, anytime I come through this, it's going to be a problem. I have to go... I have to come through down through this? No, if I come through here, I'd come through, go down, and then I would be blocking this off forever. So I do have to... come through here. Yeah, though. Hold on. I'm thinking going backwards through this here. Backwards. So what I might do instead is come up this way. So I think that was the move at the beginning I was failing at. Oops. Cover this. Come through here. Then come down. Hold on. Like this. Come around. Yeah, this should open me up correctly. No more dead ends. And this should get me to the end. Alright, that one required working pretty much exclusively from the end backwards. But we did it. Good work, team. There's some more... Lots of sightseers around here. That's looking at the beginning of the game, or beginning of the level from, like, over here? No, what am I looking through? Looking through a palm tree, but from where? Or not through a palm tree, looking through a... Looking at that, there's this big palm tree I've got to see. It's like from this side, but I've got to see it. Oh hey, there's an archway here. That's a palm tree, maybe it's that. No, it's not. That can't be it. And I'm stuck. Nope, okay. What I need is... I think it's further this direction to get the angle on those pillars right. Alright, but I'm seeing other pillars from, like, below. So that on the left side of the image, I also need to be looking at a certain rock wall. Is it that one? What rock wall am I looking at here? Not looking through this. No, it's the wrong style of door or wall. It is from one of these, but that's not in the way of it. Also, ring. So is it a higher level of this? No, because I got to be looking through it. So it's another one of these. Maybe it's this lower one? No, this can't be right either. Because I'm looking way too direct at those pillars. It's that style of wall. Oh. Oh, those are the pillars. Interesting. I was looking for those pillars down there. It's actually those up here. Oops. My bad. I want one of these. That is all the way over here. Bit of a trek we're going to have to make to find it. But it's this archway here. We're just looking at it from the other side. They're going to be a little further back. It's not being on top of this, because I need to see two things pretty clearly here. There it is. And let's trek all the way back again, shall we? Yeah, I don't like having to save sightseers for close to last, but you kind of do. You kind of got to know what you're looking at before you do anything. This is it all the way up on this side where that building is? It might be. Right, because there's like a curved staircase here. Right here. Yep. Let's do these puzzles while we're here. Don't make T-shape, so it's a black snake. Well, that's going to be there. This would be a hard connect all dark cells area numbers. I don't have to connect all white cells. There's not one per thing, so that's fine. Now, if this is here, that... Well, if we have... That's okay. But if we did this... Well, no matter what, that's a dark cell. But if I did it this way, it just connects here. If I did it this way, we have a much more difficult road, I think. Because how do I block this too? Yeah, so I think it's this. That's possible. If I go this way, then how do I block this 2 off? Yeah, I'm in trouble there. So I think it has to come up like this. So I can't go up this way because then I'll... So I think... Yeah, it can't be this. I think it has to be here. No, it isn't, because how on earth am I going to get this to work? Well, let's back up here. So if I do this 2 out this way, this can't be a dead end, so it has to be like this. But now that's blocked off. So that can't be like that. It could be... no, because then that connects there. So I think it has to be this. Like so. No, how do I do this? If this goes down, that's how this is done. There we go. Nice connection there. How about you? 8, 10, 5. No white snakes. Connect all dark cells. Well, this 10 can only go this far. It can't connect any further there. So it's going to have to go down this way for sure. Won't be that then. So it could go out this far, but I'm not sure. But even if it does, this would be tricky to make work. Dark cells do have to connect. Where do we go from here? Even if I went as far as I can go, I can get 4 more. That has to be a cell for the 10. And it can't go here. So that's a dark cell. Which means that's a light cell. And that is part of the 10. This could be... It could also just do this, but we'll see. 4 and 2 is 6. There would be a 7th piece here. 8, 9. So this does have to extend one further. It can't go there. So that is where it goes. You can do that. Or we could do... no, this can't be there. So this is, in fact... How these pieces go. That has to move out that way. I think it's just going to be like this. Hold on, this is 10? No, we have a problem here. I think we do have to do it like this. Yeah, that's how it is. $230 puzzles, I don't know. I don't know if I'll get to 250 on this because I'm running out of quick puzzles. All I got left are logic grids. I got a couple more sightseers. This one looks like it is far away this direction. But what roof is it on top of? Is it on top of one of these? It might be. It might be right over here. And then I just turn around and face the other way. Yeah. 2 more sightseers. I think that's all the sightseers on this entire island, which would be nice. I want to get them out of my way. That is just right here. There's this section. I'm not sure if I'm standing on this, though, as I'm looking at it. Yep, I am. One more, and then I will move on to something else. I'll maybe do a little more. I do enjoy the puzzle solving, just as I know everyone enjoys watching me painstakingly go through the wall. Well, that clearly is the maze, but I forget what direction we're looking from the maze, or I don't know offhand. I'm going to be in the central area because I got to be looking through these pillars. I could just fall into the maze too. I'm okay with that. So I want to be looking at that through a bunch of pillars. So like these two. Yep. That is the way. So I've got these pattern grids I've pretty much ignored. Actually, I also have this I ignored. I think I didn't ignore it. I think I tried it once. I couldn't find all the rings, so I just gave up. What I might just do is say, screw getting the gold time. Oh. Try that again. I'm doing something wrong here. Okay, well, if I miss that ring, it's not the end of the world. I can still get a good score here. Yeah. Where are the rings on this one? Hold on. It looks like it's just through here, but then... So, if I go through here, I just don't have enough juice to make it all the way to the end of that. So is that the trick? You're not supposed to have enough juice to hit them all? You're supposed to skip one? Try that again. So if I skip the one there, that's the trap ring. Kind of hard to see where the other ones are with this angle. Ah! Could have got more. This is not my favorite glide ring puzzle, I will say. This one's a little bit tricky with all the leaves in my frickin' way. And that's how you get the gold with that one. Can't get every single ring. I think it's what the goal is of those. I'm not sure. Maybe you are supposed to be able to get all of them, and I just don't know the way to do it. But I think with both of the ones I've done, the trick is that there's one ring that if you go for it, it'll ruin your chances. Okay, so what I was going to try is a couple of these pattern grids. Let's see how we do. Oh dear, this is where they get kind of hard. Complete the pattern. I do not see what the pattern is here. There's always the same number of black and white squares on every row. It's just what are they doing to it every time? Is it split down the middle, and then you move the dark cells to the furthest edge? Is that what's happening here? So it would be this, then that here. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, I guess I got it. Here's another 5 pipper we can grab. This, okay. So if I have... Oh, I see. We're going to place this in 4 times symmetrically. This is being placed, it's being rotated. So this would be like here. Yeah. Again, you either see it or you don't. And if you see it, great. If you don't see it, you're never going to figure it out. There was one I also missed over here. 1 star. We'll see. We'll see if I get it. Oh, dear. So, it looks like we just have symmetrical patterns. So I gotta figure out how to make a symmetrical pattern here. Okay. Easy peasy, I guess. How about that one up there? I guess I'll just super jump up. Okay, so we have... We're going to have an equal number black and white into here, so it's just a question of how we unravel this. Is it just starting at the top left and making a spiral in? If I start at the top left, I go white, black, white, black, white, black, white, white, white. White, white, black, black, white, white, black, white, black. Black, black, white, black, white, black, white, white, black. So this one should be black, white, white, black, black, white, 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 black. Okay. I feel like a pattern grid god solving that, but it's just, I happened to see what it was. I wasn't like working something out logically. It's just my eyes were like, that's what it is. Let's try some of these easier ones. I do not feel like I want to take the multiple star ones right now. So this piece here is this inverted, and this inverted is that piece. So if I take this and invert these, that's it. Boy, what do we got here? So we've got symmetry-ish, but we don't have symmetry here. We have symmetry-ish there. But I wonder if it's that the top piece is related to the bottom somehow. Yeah, if I take each half, they have the same number of black and white squares, but not here. I've got 7, 10. I've got the same number of white and black squares in each total thing, but knowing where they're placed is the tricky bit here. There's something to do with the symmetry, because this is symmetrical and so is that. So whatever's happening to it is going to keep the level of symmetry, I think. Unless it's the rotational symmetry of it, which this does not have. I'm not seeing this one. So here's an example of what happens if you don't see it. If you don't see it, you don't see it, and I'm not going to be able to make a lot of logical inferences as to what it should be. It's not some kind of game of life permutation, I don't think. Not enough patterns to know. I'm going to back out of this one. Come back another time. We've got a pathway here. Don't have... What is happening here? Complete the pattern. No. I do not see a recognizable pattern in any of this. Yeah, that's why these get a little too hard for me. Okay, so we have this. We take a black dot, it turns to that. We have a white dot, it seems to invert it, and then a white dot will make it completely white. Maybe the dot will... So maybe a black dot in something like this will make it completely black. Then you add a white dot in the center. And then to do this, you just invert it again? Maybe? Because it seems like what if you take it based on the center dot color, if it's the opposite color, you just invert. If it's the same color, you make it all the same color. And if you already have all the same color, opposite just adds the dot. So opposite should just add the dot. Inversion should do that, and then that should do it. Okay. That one's alright. Ooh, yay, 2 stars. Is this like a condensed version? I don't know. Ooh, I don't know what this means. Like, is this supposed to be a condensed version of that? Because it isn't really condensed. We have a thing going on. This... Like, it won't be this, I don't think. I'm not totally sure what it means. Like, this looks like a condensed version of that, slightly. But it's not necessarily true that that's what that is. If it's talking about symmetries, this is not symmetrical in any way. This one's symmetrical rotationally. This one's symmetrical rotationally. I'm gonna step back from that. I don't even know where to begin with that one. What? This looks like a 9 and a 6. But that doesn't help me. Because I don't know what this is. What the hell is this? I mean, what if I just pick numbers and then see if it works? 9, 3. We got 6 already. We've got 4. I do not think this is the way to go about it. Yeah, I don't think that's it. No idea where to start with those. So I'm going to ignore them. Are there any other things I can do on this island before I decide to just give up the day? I think it's been pretty productive. We got a good 50 to 60 puzzles done. It's just a question of how many more I would like to do. Done pretty much everything I can. Oh, hold on. There's one right here. Let's grab this guy. Let's end with this. Hopefully it's not too hard. Connect all dark cells, which means they're all be connected to this, and symmetrical. No squares of any kind. Those cannot connect to each other, so that means that these cannot connect to each other. Darts, etc., etc., etc. A and B cannot connect. We already know that. We already know this is going to come in like so. So, let's see. Only have one going through here. And it's probably here, because if it wasn't this one, then all of those would be like that. Is that okay? Because then we would have this. Now, that's okay. Right? Like, this is... This is still fine. But we'd have to basically do this. I'm just guessing and checking, which is not a very smart thing to do. This has to go through like that. Nah. Ah, hold on, there's a problem. Can't. We'd have to do that. There's where our issue runs. That's where we run into our issue. Okay, so we know that this is going to come up like so. So I don't think this is going to be a light cell. But it could be that's where the dark cell goes, but if this is the case, we're going to have some trouble. Because if I did this, we'd have that. Well, then how's this A going to connect? So yeah, so if I have this as a dark cell, A has to connect up through here. If that's a dark cell. And then we have this. This seems risky. I don't know if I like that. This has to be a dark cell, which means it does have to come out this way. We have to do this. I don't think this works either. I'm thinking this is going to be a problem. I think the only good thing is it doesn't put something here. Only have one more dark cell up here. Oh, hold on. We can't have any squares. That's one of them. We have to connect all the dark cells, so it does have to come around. Are we in good hands here? I mean, I can come around this way. Ah, no, I can't. Can I bring this up? I can do it like this. I could do it like this. That's an interesting one. I'm sure there was a better way to do it than just try stuff out and see what works and what doesn't. But that is good enough for me. So let's head back to the mainland and say that was a good day of conquest at the archipelago. There are still some more puzzles to be done here, but I'll save them for another time. I guess when I feel up at doing some of the hardest puzzles ever. Same with whatever that area is with all the, what's it? Shifting mosaics that I can't figure out. But for now, that is all. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.